you are going to have a topic of conversation to talk about while you're eating. So, like dinner conversation, everybody, sometimes you have one.
Thanksgiving?
Like the Thanksgiving, we'll have to tell what we're thankful for. Today's dinner conversation, you are going to be talking, you're going to be talking about the work that you did over the last few weeks, about what you learned from the adults or whoever it is that you spoke with about the future and what they think. Okay? So that's while you are eating. So I know some of you are going to be eating and talking, and that's kind of gross. But like we did last time, when someone else is talking, make sure you're eating your pizza. Don't be the person that's eating with their mouth full of food, because that's really gross. And yeah, you don't want to do that. Well, I'm sorry. Speaking with your mouth full of food. I should say that. Thank you for making that clear. The other thing is we have some extra people, obviously, in the room. So, Danny, it's really important that you understand that we're on point, more so than usual. But there are some adults in the back that I want to make sure that you know who they are. So if you could all really quick introduce yourselves so they're not like, who are these strangers in the back? That'd be great. So, we'll start over here.
My name is Wendy Simon Sinkler, and I'll be working with you eventually with the singing and the voices.
Okay, I know some of them just got very excited.
Good.
All right.
I'm here again. My name is Suzanne Cloud. I'm head of the organization that's doing this thing with you guys, and I'm really anxious about today and excited.
I'm Ina Rosen. I work with Need Indeed. It's really great to meet all of you for the first time.
Good afternoon. My name is Bobby Zankel, and I'm going to listen very hard to what you have to say and try to turn it into music.
I'm Jason. I'm silent behind the camera, but I'm going to be talking to you guys, hopefully listening to you and learning a little more about what you guys are involved with.
So we also reminded them that if they're looking at you, typically you're going to ignore them. Some of them get a little camera excited.
So in mine, I interviewed my sister, my mother, and my best friend. My sister said she believed that global warming can affect this country in many ways, or this world. My mother said that she's concerned about people who didn't accept Jesus will pay when the apocalypse arrives, which I think is kind of religion. I believe in Jesus. I mean, I believe in this, but I'm not sure about the apocalypse because she's. I believe in the apocalypse. I'm just kind of terrified. I said I believe people should care more about others for America to stop destroying other countries. Because I think, in my opinion, that America sometimes could go into other countries and put it down completely. I mean, I bet you Afghanistan or Iraq had nothing to do with America, every single thing was going fine. Once America came in, you got all this ISIS, Al-Qaeda, every single thing's going down, so... that's in my opinion. And I'm Haitian, and my mother told me about how Haiti was just a perfect country. I mean, people act like it's the most poorest country in the Caribbean, which is true, not lying. But before America actually started coming inside of America, everything was perfect. Because it's like there was a plan. America paid this master criminal to go to the Capitol, make everybody go into war. The president had to give everybody guns, which is a pretty bad idea. Yeah, and my friend said people should stop wasting energy and start going green, and my mother said people should start going to church and accepting Jesus.
His concerns were mostly about the lack of resources, and he hoped that there's enough resources for everyone to survive on, so that people just don't die off because there's none left. And a better vision he has for the future is that there's basically enough medicine and water to feed everyone.
Well, I interviewed my dad, and he said the world would become so polluted that we wouldn't be able to grow any crops, and it would be less populated because most of the people would die.
Well, my city here, she says that all people around the world are responsible for the earth, and once they learn that, they should stop competing with each other in the wars and everything, and then we can have peace.
I agree.
My uncle, He says his concerns about the future of the planet is that they stop killing animals to create fur and heavy coats just for the winter. And a better vision he has for the future is that everyone could get along without so much conflict or threatening situations, for everyone to treat each other equal as they would with themselves.
The thing about foods like that is they take a whole lot of energy to do, like things like McDonald's. Like one burger from McDonald's, that would have to take killing a cow from a factory that's not even in America. Then they'll have to ship it miles and miles away to America, and like that could just be energy saved, and you could just eat a salad from like a farm 3 miles away.
Everybody can't be a vegetarian.
Yeah, but what if people don't want that?
Like, what if they want to actually have some meat?
Okay.
Then they can build
To get it from a
trash.
farm 3 miles away. Do it yourself.
Okay. But you were so whoa.
Don't,
You will have
you
meat.
just can't slaughter everything.
Eggs are meat, so technically that's meat. Okay.
Why the North Pole?
All of this new technology and
North Pole and Antarctica.
Well, why can't we put it around the arc? Like, why can't we
Why
put it
wouldn't
around?
you just keep, because North Pole is really cold, would you just pick that because it's cold?
No, because that's where the polar ice cap is.
Where would you build the wall?
Like around it,
Yes,
in the ocean.
in the ocean. But what if it comes up? What if the water level keeps rising?
That's why it's a certain wall. Like maybe like the wall. Whenever something gets like 10 feet before it's about to overflow, I just push on another 100 feet, another 100 feet, and another 100 feet. And then we just refill it with more metal.
Do you think you can do something before it gets to that point?
But how?
Yeah, like I was thinking about like making a car that could run on salt
go
water.
back to a time with video games.
Because that way, all the salt will go into the ground and the water will come out of the tube.
There were video games.
And go back up to the air and redo the water cycle over and over again.
That's why they're thinking about inventing.
How do you think this?
Yeah, for the water.
That's a good question.
Whose turn is it?
We're done.
Okay.
I'm really good at debating.
Hello, I'll read what I read already. Okay, so my grandmother said she has concerns about all the killing and violence in the world. My brother said he has concerns about bullying amongst young kids. And my mother says how long the ozone layer will hold up. How long will the ozone layer?
That is actually a very important subject because the ozone layer goes.
Yeah, it
we're dead.
protects all.
We're dead. We're basically dead.
Not really dead, because
We're screwed. We're literally
almost
screwed.
most of the population would die or go down.
Exactly.
But
The only ones are the Antarctic people. Those are the only people that won't die.
or Alaska,
Oh yeah, true. Those are the only people that won't die.
unless you put on like 30 things of sunblock every day.
Her concerns are pollution and the effects they have on people. And it seems that there is a correlation between pollution and children getting sick, like asthma or other sicknesses.
I really don't want to cut off this conversation because you are, it's most of you are having spectacular conversations. However, we want you to kind of take a walk into the past a little bit. So what Miss Pam found are pictures of Philadelphia and, even more interesting, this neighborhood in the early, 1900s?
Yeah, in some cases, 1915, 1930.
So we're talking almost 100 years ago, what this neighborhood looked like.
Like World War One-ish?
1956.
Like World War One-ish,
Yep,
1914?
World War I, World War II. So it's really interesting, and what we're going to do is we're going to...
I've heard a lot of you talk about things that you think were better in the past. And you don't have to be limited to these pictures, but I think the pictures might give you some evidence that maybe things were better and maybe some things were worse. So that's really what our conversation is for the next 20 minutes or so, based on these pictures. What evidence can we find about the past that maybe things were better, some things might have been better,
and some things might have been worse. And how did those things change in either direction, right? Like, what do we think about that? So I've got a set of pictures here. I'm curious to know if you can spot the ones that are from your neighborhood, from this neighborhood. I don't know how many of you live right here, but, okay.
1935, sorry.
Just put it in order.
Okay, so this is 1937.
1936.
This is a YouTube video.
Never 1936.
You can see in this picture there's a lot of pollution. I guess there's
Yes.
a lot of pollution.
Yes. It's fog.
I guess this did better.
No, is there a, is that what's that? Is that 1936? Alright. So we have,
Can I clear place for anyone who's finished?
Isn't this near the
It's a bridge, like where the river is.
In this photo is a lot of pollution, but right now you don't see that much pollution.
Very quickly, take a look. It's called a porta portal, and what it has on it is websites that are 1, reliable, and 2, very, very, very middle school friendly. They're not big words, they're sometimes articles, and each one of you can go, I'm going to give everybody a iPad or the laptop. I'm going to give you your choice. And you are going to go to this website and click on and look through these websites related to the topic in front of you. Your job, when you are finished, is you are going to share with us on chart paper information about your topic that someone's going to present. So you're going to need a presenter, or if you all want to present. The goal is to have this done by 5 o'clock. Maybe 5:05. Maybe. You'll be fine.
We're leaving it up there.
Because then you're going to share them out with Chris. Interesting facts. Interesting ones. Yeah, we all did.
I'm already on the
Good, click on. What's your topic? Pollution? Click on anything in pollution. Wait, hold on, real quick. If you find yourself going, oh, I need to tell my group that's something you're gonna write down in your paper.
If you put this on the song, it's just.
yeah, you don't like your asses.
Alright, I think I know something. This adds
Burning coal create electricity pollutes the air. Phenomenal.
I learned something today. It is funny. Or not funny.
What's a phenomenon?
Hey,
Phenomenon?
No.
Phenomenon.
Let me sure what ass is. Female. No, that's not what I wanted. I was sure what ass was. What is this?
Phenomenon of ocean acidification.
What ass was.
Look, it says it right here. Ocean acidification is the process of ocean waters absorbing more carbon dioxide from the atmosphere.
I don't get it.
Carbon dioxide is what we breathe out and plants breathe in. Okay? Carbon dioxide is kind of the main source of pollution. It's practically destroying the ozone layer as we speak.
Oh my god. Here, I got a full screen.
There was to know about global warming.
Turn the lights off.
Yeah, I'll turn the light off.
It is green. Why do you want to show us this picture? What's the deal?
Well, this is about truck exhaust and how it pollutes the air. Because since it spews out carbon dioxide, it kind of like eats away the ozone layer, and well, it just can kill us.
What else did you learn?
And this is in China, where where China's tallest towers, as you can see, are up here, are barely above a huge cloud of pollution caused by coal and caused by what the?
It's green again.
Don't get stuck on it, just tell us what it's
Caused by coal, the primary source of energy for most homes and businesses in the region, as well as emissions from vehicles. And there are many, many, many other pictures, including Pompeii and what happened there. Also, volcanic eruptions, Pompeii right there. This is a Buddha tower in China, where all the dirt and grime is caused by pollution over thousands of years.
If anyone has,
and then this is in Russia, which used to be just like the USA before the Water Act was put in place. Because this is all sewage waste pouring into the freshwater river, polluting the river, killing the fish and animals that live in it. And this is in Bangladesh, where people just have to do that in order to survive sometimes. So sad.
Real quick, just for the sake of time, because we only have a couple more minutes, could you talk about what's on your poster as opposed to going through a photo walk? They're very interesting pictures, and I really, really like them, but we didn't want to focus on pictures. We wanted you to focus on facts. So, I'm going to close it, unplug it, and then let's talk about what's on your poster.
The lake is right on top of a volcano, but the volcano did not erupt. Just spewed out gases, killing 1,700 people and thousands of cattle. That's it?
Who's next?
That's it?
So I found this thing where it says on the side of it, it said, how long does it last? And it shows some things that things that were thrown away or something like that. For paper, it's 2 to 4 weeks. Orange peel is 6 months. A milk carton is 5 years. Plastic bag is 15 years. A tin can, 100 years. Plastic bottle is 450 years. Glass bottle is 500 years. And styrofoam, it never goes away.
Wow, there's fantastic facts.
I have a question before we start. You guys like mice, right? You like mice?
No.
Yes? You love mice! Well, if the answer is not yes, and you litter, well, you're basically supporting mice. They live in garbage. They do? I'm just saying that.
Good for the mice then.
That's true. Well, usually when we think of litter, we think of pollution and recycling. But what we don't think of is litter can carry germs, and that's not very good, which supports rodents and spreads germs, bacteria, and other things that we probably do not want around us. 38% of highway litter is cigarette butts, which kind of blew my mind because cigarette butts is kind of like, it's just ashes when I thought about it. But 80% of litter in our creeks and river travels from location on land. Litter causes crop destruction. And I got this from a commercial, by the way. Think about just a can. It's just a can today, but someday it can become a stadium. Just a can? I don't think so. Litter is a problem, but can be controlled. If you litter while driving, you can get a $300 fee. Some people report who litter. Men are likely to litter more than women. Survey conducted in Tennessee.
Remember that, boys?
19.9 billion tons of litter ends up in the ocean every year. What else? Oh, my group also made a joke about a trash can. So we made a joke basically, which was kind of ridiculous because I saw a picture on image on Google, and there was trash everywhere except for the trash can. And it says, "Feed me, I'm starving."
I'm Kara.
Bye.
I'm Ryan.
Hey, Marcus.
You know me.
Marquise.
Marquise. All right,
Okay. We did. Consumerism. And we learned a lot about it because we didn't know what it was at all, just like everyone else in this room.
we didn't find out as much information as we wanted, but as we were looking online, the same topics kept coming up, basically like saying that the companies are trying to convince you that what they are selling, you have to buy because you just can't live without it. And so we also found a fact that says 37% of species could become extinct due to the climate change, which is very directly related to consumption. So that can also have to deal with you buying things that you don't really need, that is taking that's taking its toll on the earth by the way you buy it, and you just throw it away, and that can affect it. And
really good. That was a really good explanation.
And Ryan wrote something right here. You can say
definition. Consumerism, the definition, the belief that it is good for people to spend a lot of money on goods and services. I found a now on the sources, I think, ever expanding consumption of goods.
Ever expanding. Nothing. Okay, she didn't do anything. Well, then what's this one?
The earth gets warmer because people add heat-trapping gases, which are called greenhouse gases, to the atmosphere, promoting water efficiency, strategies to help decrease the amount of water wasted. Major ways gases get into the atmosphere is when people burn coal, oil, and natural gas for energy. Carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas, is the main pollutant that is harming Earth. This warming Earth. Carbon pollution is the main reason why the planet gets hotter. Long-term exposure to air pollution, for example, can lead to chronic risk